So most businesses I speak to, they have the same problem. They want more leads, more ads, more opportunities in the pipeline. Completely understand. They want more opportunities basically. But the one thing they're missing is what's actually costing your business thousands. And it's this. When you push more traffic into the top of the funnel, essentially what you're doing is you're adding additional stress onto the other parts of the funnel. But if your sales funnel isn't optimized, if your conversion rate is low, if your close rate, your show rate, if they're low, you're essentially pushing more traffic into a broken funnel. You're trying to fill up a bucket which has got holes in it. And when you actually see the reality, the difference of a broken, unoptimized funnel versus an optimized funnel, and how much additional revenue and sales you'll bring into your business, you will be shocked. So guys, let's actually have a look at this now. This is shocking. Look, the unoptimized funnel, scenario A, this is $5,000 budget on ads, 200 leads generated on a $3,000 ticket. Service or offer that you sell is $3,000. So you spend $5,000 to get 200 leads. On the right hand side, you can see that. Out of those 200 leads, 30% show rate. That means 60 people show up, 140 people never show. Your close rate from those 60 people is 15%. That means out of the 60 calls, you've managed to close 9 people. 51 calls, lost. Total revenue, 27,000. So include your margins into that, plus your budget, barely breaking even. So revenue, 27,000 from 5,000 spent on 200 leads, barely breaking even on a $3,000 offer. I want you to see the absolute difference and shock of when we optimize the funnel. Scenario B, same budget, same amount of leads, same price on the offer. So ad spend 5,000, 200 leads, same budget, same leads. Show rate 60%. This is not hard to achieve. Business we're working at the moment, it's above 80%. 120 people show up. That's 4 times more calls booked. We put the close rate at 35%, not hard to get if you've got a great offer and you know what you're doing. So that means 42 deals closed, 10 times more deals than scenario A. Total revenue, this is shocking, 126,000. For easy maths, that's an additional $100,000 extra revenue on the same budget compared to an optimized funnel versus the unoptimized funnel. This is why it's so important. This is why it's so important that you fix the funnel before you feed it. You optimize for close rate and you optimize for show. So your show rates actually drop mainly because you're slow to follow up. There's no reminders. You don't make contact before they're meant to have a call with you and they just don't bother. Remember, when they book a call with you, they're at a high emotional state. We want to capture them at that moment. And your close rates drop when your sales process isn't tight. You've got no brand behind you. You haven't built any trust. You haven't sort of sent any sort of context about what the call is going to be about, any pre-material they can watch, which already deals with their objections. No proper discovery, no objection handling, poor close rate. These are completely fixable, but most founders and businesses just want to keep pushing traffic and money into the top of the funnel. And you can see the difference when you get this right versus when you get this wrong. And here's the thing, at the moment when you're starting out, when you're moving into your warmer audience, it's the cheapest and the best time, the best percentage in terms of cost of acquisition you're gonna have of finding and getting your clients. When you move into colder audiences, it's gonna cost more. So you need to be even tighter on the sales process. So this is why you should get it from day one. So before you start pushing money in the top of the funnel, you have to look at your sales system. You have to look at your sales process and ask myself, what is my show rate? What is my close rate? How do I get them up? How do I improve the numbers on them? You must fix those two before you start pushing more leads into the top of the funnel. And as soon as they're at a number which looks good on a benchmark, That's it. You plow all of the money into the top of the funnel, and that's when you see the best return on the business. So over the next couple of videos, I'm actually going to show you how to improve your show rate and improve your close rate, so you can get to a point where you can start throwing money at the top of the funnel and it's not going to be wasted. Thanks for watching.